So my name is Dr. Kerry Perkins and I work at Brighton Sea Life Centre as an actress and the research coordinator. So we've been involved with the student CREST Awards for actually about 10 years now, as part, starting off with working with STEM Sussex based out of Brighton University, right through now to BHASVIC. So it's been a great transition and it's been a great period for us of using science to try and actually answer some of the questions that we maybe don't necessarily always have the time to do on site, but that actually we can get someone else to do it and actually have a learning process in it, which has been absolutely brilliant for us. So the last couple of years we've had actually a lot more students obviously now with BHASVIC getting involved with us. It's one of the best things is that we've actually managed to go double our size from last year to this year.
So here at the Sea Life Centre we like to do lots of different activities with our animals, and part of this we can get research students to help us with. So for example, a couple this year we've developed some more enrichment for our terrapins and getting them weighed, and it kind of forms environmental enrichment for them, but also helps us with husbandry, things like we needed to make sure we know exactly what their weights are, and by reducing stress, getting them trained to do it themselves. That's really, really helpful.
My name's Lily Goddard, and for the Biology CREST Award I'm conditioning terrapins. By this I am using a stimulus to lure the terrapins up onto a scale. I've always really liked turtles and terrapins, and I went on a recent holiday and I saw turtles in the wild, and then I also saw in local ponds there was quite a big outbreak of terrapins, and there was you know, they were a danger to society, and obviously that's not their fault and people were trying to get rid of them, but you want to protect them and conserve them. So I thought by doing this, you know, I'd learn more about the terrapins and, you know, help everyone else. And then also in the news there was a lot about, you know, in labs, so how can you weigh a hatchling, or, you know, safely weigh a terrapin for their weekly checkups or so. And it was quite a handful for most people, say at the Sea Life Centre. So by doing this it makes it more of an easier thing, so the terrapin doesn't get stressed out or hurt, and it makes it so much safer for everyone.
With things like our jellyfish project, it's helpful to know which food types they react most to. If we're seeing a much increased pulse rate and they're responding a lot better to Artemia, say, then it will be beneficial to us. We know to feed that a little bit more if they respond better.
I picked to research jellyfish and their pulse rate relating to other outer sensory things, so such as food, and how if that would make a difference. I chose Biology CREST Award because I found it interesting, and the idea of creating your own project and researching something you're interested in was just interesting to me personally.
I would definitely recommend doing the biology portfolio CREST to an A1. It was a really good experience for me, especially if you want to do something to do with biology, or even if you don't want to do that, you just have an interest in animals. Also, you don't have to do something in the animal way, you can do stuff with DNA and all this other stuff, but I just really like animals. I want to do zoology at uni, so if that appeals to you, then definitely come and do it. It's also just a really fun experience, you get so much out of it.
Yeah, it's just getting a little bit more information about our animals that we wouldn't necessarily be able to do ourselves, and obviously it's lovely to get students involved as much as we can.
So there's a lot of scope that we've got here, and there's a lot of great work that comes out of it, and we're really, really lucky to obviously be able to have this sort of partnership with BHASVIC and ourselves.
To summarise the portfolio course in 3 words, I would say that it's fun, challenging and excitable. Yeah!